Alright guys, Will's here, back with another voiceover. This game was played off stream. I'm actually teaming up with Dark Physicist during his stream. So the audio on this game is actually a combination of my game audio plus his stream audio, which is in the background, which may or may not get this video muted or demonetized or whatever. So if that's the case, I may have to go back and mute the game audio and you'll just hear my voiceover only, which is fine. But just so you guys know what's going on in terms of the audio, if you hear like two different like fight animation sounds going off at the same time, it's because you're hearing my board and his board at the same time. Sorry about that. I had my audio recording settings on my stream software set for streaming, not for recording, so it's hard to explain, but I fixed it, so if I do this again, it shouldn't be a problem next time. But anyway, I definitely wanted to share this video with you guys because it is a fun one. I'm going to do this in one take because it's a pretty long video. I'm already going to speed up the video speed to 1.25 seconds. So if you guys want to slow it back down using the YouTube settings, go for it, or speed it up. If you want it to go even faster, go for it. But yeah, I'm just going to talk you through my thought processes. I know some of you guys like that. But yeah, I mean, whenever I play off stream, I do tend to meme a little bit more because I'm just trying to have fun. Anyway, I always play pandas because why not? I love to push the P. PushinP is my favorite strategy in this game. For those who know what that means. But anyway. So yeah, round 4, we already have 2 pandas. There's no spacewalker in the legend pool in this game. So that makes me less likely to want to go for 4 Martialist energy. And plus 4 Martialist energy hasn't been working great for me since the patch. It used to be one of my favorite builds to play. Like anytime I had dual plot, I would always force 4 Martialist, but it hasn't been working well for me this patch. Plus there's no spacewalker, so I'm seeing that Empress in the legend pool and I'm thinking, you know, if we can hit some thunder traces, maybe we go like 3 mage plus 4 shaman or 6 shaman, which is also a really good build in this meta right now. One of the top, I think it's like rated the second highest win rate or second highest average build right now, according to Drodo's statistics that they just dropped like a day or two ago. So for whatever that's worth. But I also hit the double nightmare like on round 3. I think I locked it if I remember correctly. So that made me want to like go for like a Warlock panda build. I don't know what I'm doing here. Honestly, I was thinking going for 6 Warlock with 4 Martialist, even though there's no Spacewalker. But also keeping in the back of my mind the Empress Shaman build. So if I could do this game over again, like starting right now with no other information than what I see currently on the board, I would probably go for the Mage Shaman build, but I don't think that's what we did in this one. Spoiler alert. But yeah, we already have 4 pandas. Like, this is a stupid high roll panda game right now. So yeah, it's round 7, 4 pandas. I probably should just try to get to 10 gold here. Let's see if I sell anything. I just played this game like 20 hours ago. Or 24 hours. No, 20 hours ago. So I mostly remember what happened, but I've played like 6 games since this one, so. So there's the first Plume Warrior, which we need if we're going to go for 4 Martialist, which I think at this point I've pretty much committed to the idea of going for. Like if I was going for Shamans, I'd probably pick up the Lava Shaman here, which I don't think I do. So I think I pretty much made up my mind already. But like I said, if you guys are in the same situation with the same legend pool, I would recommend going for like 6 Mage, 4 Shaman, or 3 Mage, 6 Shaman. Also, normally you might want to go for like 4 Martialists with 6 Cave rather than Warlock. Because I had the double Nightmare, I just like made up my mind I was going to force 6 Warlock, even though 6 Cave is probably fine. That's why I'm skipping all the Cave units. I am holding on to the Swordman still, but probably just because I think that it'll be a good unit to add as like an extra unit if I 2-star it. I think I end up selling it pretty soon. I am looking for wizards, kind of, because if I can put in 2 wizards, I can play 4 Martialists like right now. And then I can drop one of the pandas, probably the Thunder Trace. So yeah, if you guys have pandas early, like if you play Heaven Brew and you roll a different panda that's not Heaven Brew, I recommend trying to find wizards immediately. So I add stuff like the Deep Dive wizard to the extended pool, to the regular pool, so I can try to play 4 pandas. A lot of people don't believe in playing 4 pandas because the increased odds of getting an additional panda for playing 4 pandas versus 2 pandas isn't that big of a difference. I think it's only 5% increase. So depending on how much HP you have, or how early it is, or how late it is in the game, it might not be worth it to play 4 pandas. You might just be better off playing only 2 pandas. But in this game, we rolled like 4 separate pandas without even having to have the wizards. So like I said earlier, it's a pretty high roll. That doesn't happen very often. Trust me, I know. So yeah, now I'm just moving the items around. I want the J General to go off multiple times if possible. It can like win rounds by itself this early in the game, so that's why I put the Orber Refresh on it. Or Orber Regen, or whatever it's called. The one that reduces the cooldown time. Alright. I do... Normally I wouldn't like go for a 2-star deep dive this early in the game, but we're already so far ahead. I can afford to hold on to it. And I'm taking it with the mindset that in the end game I may need it for Marines anyway, so let's just get it, 2-star it, take it out of the pool, set it and forget it. When I do, because I am committed to 4 Martialist at this point, I do like trying to 3-star the Heaven Brew. It is difficult, but since you are able to roll it in the shop, it is possible. I don't ever really try to 3-star any of the other pandas because it's not really realistic. Even in a game where I high roll pandas as hard as this, it's not very realistic. You'd have to probably get like 7 eggs. Like, not even joking. You'd probably have to get 7 eggs to 3-star a panda that wasn't Heaven Brew. So that's a lot of gold to invest in this in 3-starring a 2-cost unit. Alright, so we finally 2-starred the Heaven Brew. I'm mostly just trying to maintain as much economy as possible here. I'm not really trying to win streak or do anything crazy. We're just trying to stay healthy, let the pandas keep proccing, hopefully. Stay as close to 50 gold as we can for as long as we can. probably could have sold like the unicorn and the Emberblade to get to 50 gold there, but I think I was thinking that because I already have 4 pandas, maybe I'll high roll Emberblade and 2-star quickly. So a 2-star Emberblade with still like prior to round 15 would be good. It'd be good up until like, you know, the late round 20s. I am also thinking about like I grabbed this Venomancer, put it in for good frontline tankiness and armor reduction using its ability. But I am thinking right now, like already this early in the game, what if I go for Kira, you know? That's the nice thing about playing Martialist with Warlock rather than 6K, is you can also add the Kira synergy. I honestly don't remember if we ever hit Kira in this game or not, but that's something you can do if you use this Martialist with Warlock. And a normal Warlock build doesn't really have enough melee pieces to warrant playing Kira, but since you're Martialist, all the Martialist units are melee plus Venomancer's melee. That's enough for it to be worth it. I think at this point I probably finally decide to sell the Emberblade to get to 50 gold, hopefully. Yes. Smart Wills. Good job. Two-star Thunder Trace, not bad. Thunder Trace is good on its own, even without any real support like mages or anything. I think here, like, there's an argument for all 3 of these items for different reasons. I think I just go for the Magic Mirror because I already have a 2-star Thunder Trace. I'm just thinking what item helps me the best right now and not really long term, because I'll probably reforge any of those 3 items in the end game anyway. If I thought I was going to play like Nightmare Carry, like if I was going to like switch to Divinity or something, maybe I'll take the Mithril Armor to play around Doom. But right now the mirror just helps the Thunder Trace get its ability off faster. So it's worth. The only I could have gone for the Crystal Axe as well and put that like on a 2-star. If I had a 2-star Martialist, I might have gone for Crystal Axe, but none of my Martialists other than the Heaven Brewer 2-starred, so it would have had to been Plume Warrior 2 or Dual Plot 2 for me to consider that item. Alright, now I'm just pushing levels. Probably to add... I think I'm hoping to find another wizard here. Yeah, I'm rolling... I am going down pretty low on gold, but I'm really digging for a wizard. We didn't find one. At this point, I know like I'm strong, and I know if I level and get 4 Martialists in, I can win streak and potentially take someone else's streak. And we do face the streaker right here. I did not get my 4 Martialists in, but I was still able to take the streak, so it was worth it to push there. My synergies are kind of awkward because like right now I have like 3 Martialists, 3 Warlock. But as soon as I get one more wizard, I can have 4 of each. At this point, I'm just like scouting the lobby and trying to decide if I need to keep rolling for the wizard. Now that I already took the win streak, I think I don't bother like rolling anymore. I think I end up selling the Empress as well just to get back above 20 gold. The Empress doesn't really fit in this build, unfortunately. It's a pretty good unit, obviously, but in a lot of other builds, but in this build, it doesn't really have any function. I guess I hold on to it for one more round. I guess low-key I'm thinking I could still play Shamans. I mean, I do have a Thunder Trace too, right? I could still play Shamans here, but I'm so deep into the Martialist plan. I think I just decided to give up on the Empress. Get a good look at all my items. I have been like, once I 2-starred the Nightmare, I have been like using some mana on it most of the game. It's been a nice support damage dealer. Some more Heaven Brews. I also got a dual plot off the Pandas Energy. Alright, I got the Wizard finally, so now I can go for Martialist. Drop one of the pandas. I think I just sell the Thunder Trace, which just seems kind of crazy, but I think I'm just so committed to the Martialist plan. I just give up on the Thunder Trace for the gold. Yep. And now you can see, now you can really see the plan coming together. We got 4 Martialists. We got 2 Warlocks so far, but we can put more Warlock in if we want. I'm just keeping 4 Panda for now rather than 4 Warlock, just because I really need to hit 2-star dual plot first. And then the Panda Synergy gave me another Heaven Brew. Plus there's one in the shop, so now we're really close to 3-starring it already, which is crazy. And obviously once you 3-star the Heaven Brew, you won't roll anymore, so the Panda Synergy is more likely to give you the Panda you want, which is dual plot in this case. I do just opt a level to put in the Warlock for Warlock Synergy. Mask obviously is worthless. Unlucky random roll. None of the other item choices there were very good, so. When you play for Martialist, I think the best item you can get is the legendary item Crown. So keep that in mind when you're like deciding what to reforge for. I think reforging for that item specifically, or for epic items that are defensive, like Eternity or armor, the magic resistance armor, exorcism armor, I think it's called. Those are the good defensive items. The armor is a good offensive and defensive item, or the crown, I mean, is a good offensive and defensive item. And then obviously, like in this case, I go for magic resistance because I think there was a mage player. But you can always just go for like attack speed or attack damage, which is good in Martialist. I think Plume 2-star is a better carry than dual plot 2-star. I have been trying both. I did try dual plot as a carry like 2 different times recently, and it just seems very underwhelming. I definitely think Plume is better. So if you have both of them 2-starred, carry Plume. If only one of them's 2-starred, just carry whichever one of the 2 is 2-starred. And then if Spacewalker is also in the pool, even a 1-star Spacewalker is better than both of them at 2-star. In my opinion. There's an argument that a 3-star Plume is better than a like a 1-star Spacewalker, but for the most part, Spacewalker is the best carry even at 1-star in this build. But since there's no Spacewalker, Plume's gonna have to carry for us. That or some combination of the Warlocks. Bad Omen's really good, obviously. That makes this, like, if you're going to go for this version of, oh, we hit the Heaven Brew 3, which is great. Super tanky, and it has the Martialist ability, so it's tanky, it survives, and it has the chance of proccing the Martialist synergy and killing stuff, so it's great to have. If you are going to go for the Warlock 6 Warlock version of this build, I recommend doing it in a lobby that has Bad Omen and or Dark Spirit in the Legend pool. But I think you can still do it without those units. It's just obviously better because Bad Omen is so good, Dark Spirit's so good. Normally you would want to run Worm in this because you would play it with Spacewalker, so it would give you 2 beast synergy. But since we don't have Spacewalker, Worm doesn't even really matter. We still have quite a bit of mana items on the Nightmare. Probably that worked great, you know, in the middle rounds, you know, between round 15, round 25. But eventually we're going to probably sell or reforge those mana items for Martialist items. Yeah. Well, now that I got that lifesteal item plus that magic ring, now we'll probably carry the Nightmare a little bit longer than I would have otherwise. Like right here, if we didn't have like those perfect items for Nightmare, you probably would want to like reforge for the legendary crown item or for an epic item, one of the armors, or something like, you know, Sorcerer's Chain or something. But I'm just trying to like split up or space out my units to play around effects like Siren Stun, Sorcerer's Chain, Tsunami, all that stuff, you know. Put a few Martialists on each side of the board. Don't clump them all together. Space them out. So at this point, I'm like dying to level, but it's off curve by 2 gold. So I kind of am like, either I level now or I wait for 2 turns and level so that it's on curve. And I know that if I wait, I'm going to lose my win streak, which I'm kind of worried about. But I'm thinking long term that if I am patient, take the loss, I'll have way more gold to roll with after I hit level 10. If I like leveled there and I lose my streak anyway, then it becomes an issue. But since I didn't level, losing the streak isn't as big a deal. I guess since I hit the human book, I decided to push the level now. In hindsight, I probably would have still waited, but it's fine. I just wanted to get the 6 Warlock in, I guess. I think I probably could have gotten away with being more greedy and waiting. You can put like Horn and anything that like buff summon units. Put it on Bad Omen if you don't have Worm, or any build that has Bad Omen where you don't have like Werewolf or Worm or Umbra, something that you would normally, or Razor Claw, something you would normally put those items on, because the Bad Omen does summon. So, at this point, I'm just like scouting, trying to figure out if I need to go for Marines, probably. My long-term goal at this point is just 3-star the Plume, 3-star the Nightmare. You probably don't need a 3-star the Nightmare. It's probably greedy to try to do that, but I am a greedy boy. I am playing pandas after all, so what do you expect from me? I'm surprised I'm holding on to all this magic damage and mana on the Nightmare, but I guess I'm just feeling comfortable with how much damage it's been doing for me. But I imagine pretty soon I'll start forging some of those items. I'm seeing that 9 mage guy is in second, so I'm thinking Marines are going to be necessary here. Alright, another Plume. If we get 3-star Plume, then we'll really be cooking. 3-star Plume or 2-star Spacewalker, if that was in the lobby, should be strong enough to win most of the time if your items are good enough. And I go for chains. I'm really wanting to support this Nightmare. I don't know why I'm so in love with it, but I am. Probably should grab the Siren here. Hopefully I do that. Yeah, I'm looking to reforge probably either for magic resistance for the mage player or going for the crown item, legendary item. Let's see what I decide to do here. I do go for the legendary item. I do hit the crown. Amazing. Easy peasy. Just in time for the round. This is the 9 mage player. We do have the Abyssal Orb, which gives me some magic resistance here. Am I able to win here? Nah, I still barely lose. Please grab the Siren. Okay, geez. I was making myself nervous there. Alright. I mean, 40 gold. We only need 2 more plumes or 1 more plume and an egg. Come on. Yeah. Grim Touch is better than that other wizard because we have Desperate Doctor. The Grim Touch Desperate Doctor combo is so strong. Even at this point in the game, it can like win you the round against a lot of builds if it chains. All right. Even beating Hunter. That's a pretty strong 6 Hunter. He's got, but he's set up for Marines to counter the mage player, so if he wanted to counter us, he should probably have Beast or Cave rather than Marine. But he can't really afford not to play Marine because he'll get absolutely destroyed by the mage player if he doesn't play Marine. So I think I finally put a glint ring on my Plume Warrior, which you should try to do. I wouldn't recommend glint ringing Spacewalker if you're playing that as your carry, but I think if you're playing either Dual Plot or Plume Warrior, you should glint ring it if you can. Another Bad Omen. I can just sell the Dual Plot. I'm never going to 3-star it. Yeah. Since the Heaven Brew is 3-starred, it's probably fine to put some damage and attack speed on it. Attack damage. And the Dragon Mage really wiped me out there. So now there's Dragon Mage and 9 Mage. So now I'm really freaking out that I need to put in Marines or I'm going to die like right now. Luckily, it's creep round, so I can catch my breath for a second. I decided to roll down because I know I'm going to want to reforge after creep round 2. So I won't have enough time to reforge and roll down, so I'm just going to roll down now and then reforge after the round. This is a mistake I often make, and I see other people make too, especially newer players or less experienced players, is that they think that they can do everything right after creep round, and there's just not enough time, especially with the new reforge system. So if you're going to die in one turn, if you don't do everything you need to do, then start doing it now before the creep round ends. All right, so now I got 4 Marines in, which should be fine. All right, I have what I need for Plume with the egg, but I decided to keep rolling, obviously. Now I can use the egg on something else. Go for Eternity, put that on the Plume, nice. I could egg the Siren here, but I think I am a greedy boy and I want to save it for Nightmare. I still have a ton of items on the Nightmare, don't I? So it is still my second carry at this point. And nice. 4 Marines coming in clutch. We did sell the Venomancer, but I think if we had the Kira item, we might have kept the Venomancer and sold one of the other Warlocks. But I just decided to sell the most expensive Warlocks because I wanted extra gold to roll with. Yeah, but we're cleaning it up nicely, man. Plume 3 with 4 Marine against mages. Pretty easy for us at this point. Our opponent would have to like really switch his build up to counter us. They'd have to like switch to 6 spirits or something. Double Eternity. And that should be all she wrote, man. That was such a fun game for me to play. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Leave a like, leave a comment down below for me if you would. Subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. All that fun stuff. I appreciate you guys for watching and making it to the end of this video. If you guys don't know, I do stream on Twitch literally every day from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern time. So catch me on Twitch. You can also join our community Discord if you want to discuss auto chess or have questions about builds or synergies or anything like that. Everyone in the community is always happy to answer questions, so feel free to join that. The link is in the description. Follow me on Twitch as well, and make sure you guys are subscribed, man. I really need to hit 1,000 subs soon, so please. Thank you.